started. We check, but just a heads up, guys. I'm also live on TikTok, so I've got to manage all of this. It's gonna be a big one, but hey ho. I think doing another 12-hour stream, but doing it on TikTok would be cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Let's just harvest all our crops. So basically, this is a post-apocalyptic water world scenario. So we're basically floating on an island, and we've got to kind of build our resources up from there. Obviously, we've got some interesting mod packs and all that to keep things pretty cool and interesting, etc. So that's going to be pretty cool. Right now, it's just a case of we're doing a lot of boring stuff. We're fishing, so we can compost it, we can turn it into dirt, we can use that dirt to then grow some crops. And then, thanks for the likes, by the way, I really appreciate it. Who was it? Eliscan? Thank you. So yeah, we're just gonna fish, get some of these crops, and see how we go from there. You know, at some point we're gonna have enough dirt that we can start sieving and all that, but we also need to farm some string, which is really hard because you don't get many hostile mobs spawning apart from dragons, because obviously they spawn in the ocean. So they're like our main like threat right now, but the problem is all they drop is rotten flesh, and you need 10 rotten flesh to make one bit of dirt in a composter, but you only need 5 of like potatoes. So yeah, oh sorry, I'm getting attacked. So yeah, it's an interesting one. We'll need to see how things go, but you know, I'm really having fun with this pack. Obviously, we're going to be releasing this pack to the public in just a couple of days, so you guys can actually play, beta test, and you know, come back and give me some feedback. You know, that'd be awesome. It means, you know, I can build it around not just what I want. Obviously, I've been obsessed with like the movie Waterworld since I was like 5. Yo, what's up, Peter? How are you, man? So here's one of these little goblin traders. Now their trades are actually quite OP. If you're on that, oh, sponge for 8 emeralds. Do we buy a sponge for 8 emeralds, chat? That's the question. How many emeralds do we actually have? Oh, we only got 4.
Peter.
So you can sell him.
Good. How about you?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm having like a ton of fun. I'll be honest with you, man. Like I'm really loving like this mod pack and all that. I'm just getting it reviewed in Crash Forge. So, you know, in like maybe like a week's time maximum, you guys can play this. And then obviously we'll be updating it and like changing out mods and all that. So you're wondering how I got these apples, maybe. Obviously for the guys watching on TikTok, you're not wondering because you don't see the apples. But I got the apples because watch this. And I know this is horrible because it's just a lovely little goblin trader. He drops apples when you kill him. And then you can obviously trade apples for emeralds, 1 apple for 1 emerald with him. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, I feel bad for killing the guy, but you know, I'm on an island trying to survive. You know, it's dog eat dog here. Yeah, so Peter, do you play much Minecraft? Do you like play modded? What edition do you play on? We've got a chicken there. Hopefully we can get some eggs going. I've just found random chickens spawning in the ocean. Like this is the second one I've found.
Said r.i.p Goblin Trader 2022 to 2022.
I need to read that comment because that made no sense in the text to speech there. Oh, rip Rip Goblin Trader, 22 to 22, yeah. Peace out, my guy. Gone but never forgotten. The good ones die too soon. Pour out some Henny for my guy. Yeah, so currently we're just doing some bonus stuff right now. There is like ruins and all that that we can go and explore, and I'll show you around the base, although you can basically see the entire base here. And I can show you that cool ship over there because we've got like the ship mod and all of that. Ship with a P, not with a T. But yeah, most of the gear that we've got that we shouldn't really have has all came from like chance cubes that we've found in these ruins. So I've raided them and I've raided that ship over there. And you're talking like per ruin, you're talking, you know, at least 2 chance cubes. So although chance cubes are quite dangerous because you can get a case where they'll just blow up in your face and you know you die. Like I had one spawn a wither, right? Spawn a wither and then just despawn it and just as a troll. And I'm like spawning on a little tiny wooden island here, and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm gonna die. But you know I didn't, thankfully, because it just despawned. But yeah, I was like ready to like log out and log back in so I didn't die. Thanks for the follow, Dees. Or Desi, I should say. Sorry, man. I'm dyslexic. I'm really sorry. But yeah, man. It's gonna be really good. I'm so excited for like building this because eventually, what we want to do is make this like a big multiplayer game. So like we all spawn in with nothing. Now there are if you look at these planks, they're driftwood planks, and you find driftwood logs just floating around the place. And basically, you're gonna spawn in, and that's all you're gonna have. Which seems really intense, but um, you know, you'll spawn in, you'll have to swim to that. Obviously you've got slime islands as well. So you can go to the slime islands and you know get some slime. You can do a lot of things like that, but those are the 2 things on land. So it's driftwood logs and then slime islands. Could you say happy birthday to my friend Hill, please? Yeah, happy birthday, Hill. It's my son's birthday today, actually, which is pretty cool. Sorry for the delay in getting to your comment there, by the way. But yeah, so like you'll spawn in with nothing, and then you'll have to make your way to these like you know like we're talking like 5 blocks of like you know driftwood. So you get onto this driftwood, and then you just need to figure it out from there. So you'll have to break that down, turn it into planks, you know, make your crafting table and all of that, and then you need to figure out, do I want to risk it and go down to the bottom and like raid some chests for equipment? Thanks a lot, mate. No worries. On the thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's his first birthday. It's brilliant. We had a lot of fun. We're having the party on Friday though, or the event. But it's nice, man. It's good being a dad. So yeah, you've got to kind of balance that risk and what do you want to do. And obviously you can jump on with your friends and you and your friends can make a base together. Or like you can just go on and like be a pirate. Like they're essentially, apart from like hacking and stuff, you can do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to go and raid someone's base and like blow it up and stuff, then like you know, go for it. Like there's no issue in that. Thanks for the likes, by the way, dude. It's really helpful because I want as many people to see this mod pack as possible. Eventually, you know, I'll have like the link in my bio on TikTok and all that to play it. Currently, there's just a link to a random mod pack because I wanted to see if the site was able to work, which is, so that's brilliant. But yeah, and also if you want to hop over to YouTube and watch it there, you can. It's just the paps, so THEPAP 000. yeah, you can always pop along there as well, so you can actually see what I'm doing. But yeah, man, it's like I'm so excited, and like we're gonna open up a beta and all of that. Like right now, it's just early days of the mod pack. So if you've got a PC and you play modded Minecraft, obviously once this gets released, which it should be out in about 7 days maximum, have a wee play of the game. Tell me what you think. Comments will be available. You can always DM me on TikTok or comment on one of the videos on YouTube. I'm always good at like getting back to that sort of thing. And then from there we can figure out, right, well, what do we want to do from here? Is there like a mod that we can do to replace that? So currently I have a mod that allows you to use kelp as fertilizer. Now it only works on certain crops, which is good, so it's not super OP, so it doesn't work on vanilla crops, which is pretty good, but it works on like tomatoes and stuff, and those can't be fertilized. So like that works, but I'd also like it if you could just craft like a block of kelp, and then you could put like 5 blocks of kelp around like a stick, and then that's fertilizer or something like that. So it's a little bit harder to get because obviously kelp is so easy to get a hold of. Like that's a plan, and then there's also like really interesting balancing things with this. So you can only use the core Minecraft wood to make like a composter or like a barrel, like they're called, where you turn these like organic material into dirt. So that means when you get in and you've got this driftwood, you can't actually turn the driftwood into a barrel because it's not vanilla, and you can't do the same with the trees on the slime blocks. So you kind of got to think outside the box. Now, one of the ways you can do it, and the way I did it, is the shipwrecks are made out of dark oak. So I just went down, I mined up some of the dark oak, and then I used that to build my barrel, which that's how I got started. And now it's a case of like I've only got this one barrel, but I'm going to work my way to getting more. Once you get a barrel, you can make dirt, and once you get some what do you call it? Once you get some string, you can make a sieve. And you can sieve this dirt, and you can get saplings and stuff like that. So obviously, once you get I just sorry, I just caught some grass there. It looks like I've also caught some bones, seagrass, and a chain block, which is pretty cool. Right. So we've got that raw cod, and then we've also got this raw salmon. Oh, boom. So make some more dirt here. Takes a little while, but it's all worth it, isn't it? Well, so I'm gonna just put these emeralds away. Almost got enough to buy some sponge. I don't know if that's what we're gonna spend our money on, but because emeralds in and of themselves are valuable, especially when you're playing with a mod pack. There's a lot more value that comes from them. Right, let's see. 900, boom. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It's a lot of fun. Because like what I'm really excited for is like the multiplayer experience and how it's gonna work multiplayer wise. What we might need to do, now I hope we don't, and I hope I can find a way around it, but we might do it like where you only get access to the server as like a donor or something like that, only because like server costs. But if that's the case, it'll be like a US dollar a month. It won't be much. I hope not. I hope I can figure out a way around that. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we've got more potatoes. Now we could use those potatoes for to make fertilizer, but that's probably not our best bet. Settled. Can we use seagrass? No, we cannot. So we're at 75%, and zombie flesh does. Oh, right, we've got some more raw fat, so that's fine. Perfect. Boom. Boom. And we can plant some more potatoes, which is brilliant. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get to the second line of the farm out, and then from there we'll do some exploring. Because I realise that, you know, me just sitting here, it's a little bit boring. It is a little bit boring. So we're going to go out, explore, do all that jazz, which will be good. That being said, actually, these will see. Jungle seed. So it's one. Right, brilliant. I can probably I'm just one dark oak plank away from it. So it's currently nighttime, so we're going to get that next. For now, we're just going to fish a little bit more, which will be good. Man, it's been a long day. So yeah, sun setting was good about nighttime, as obviously we can get more mobs coming in. With the more mobs coming in, it means you know, we can farm like stuff like spider eyes, mostly string that we're after right now, because string is something that we really need for quite a few recipes. And it'll kind of be a bottleneck for quite a while, as it's used for a ton of like recipes that we need to do, especially once we get into like more advanced storage and all of that. Now obviously we're nowhere near that right now, but eventually we're going to get there. But yeah, you know, we'll figure something out, and you know, I'm not too worried. Again, it's really appreciated to everyone who's liking the TikTok right now, because obviously it's helping people find YouTube, which is the Pat000. And then it means, you know, people are interacting, people are then gonna download the mod pack, and it also means I can get some feedback back on the mod pack and then know what we need to do, etc. You know, figure that out. 1 second, there's a drowned. Let's deal with this guy. And then I'm also about to get a fish. Oh, there's multiple drowns. Oh no, there's not multiple drowns. There's one drowned and there's one big ass whale. Which is quite funny. There we go. Using the rod to pull them in. There we go. Which is brilliant, because it means we're getting more zombie flesh, or rotten flesh, I should say. You know, rotten flesh isn't really the best, but it's really good because when we're putting in the fish, it actually comes to the equivalent of 900, and we need what 1000. So that zombie flesh gives us that extra 100, so we're not wasting anything, which is pretty good. Obviously, we're getting XP as well, which is always handy. Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna deal with this guy. Good. Dealt with. Gotta watch when we go in the ocean as well, especially at night. Because you've got drowns with it and like tridents and stuff, and you really don't want to mess with a trident. They will mess you up. Oh, sorry, I've got a stiff neck. I had to crack it there. Good, felt really good. I'm gonna test the theory here. It's gonna be very silly, but let's test it. I realize this looks really silly here, but I have a theory, and I think it can work. Because I think the way the live streams are promoted is actually by like how many people stop, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on here?" And that's why you always have like people. Like I always have people like people's live streams show up when they're like horribly deformed, and I don't know why. Like it obviously good for them. I'm really glad that the algorithm's like helping them. Um, but I do think it's because people stop and they're like, "What fucking weirdo is this?" So I'm gonna try that out. We'll see how long it takes. Give it like an hour or so, and just gotta get in a way that is like comfortable. Because obviously I have a box on my head. Yeah. Well, I hear there's like a drowned with a trident here. You know what? Hey, but we've both got ranged weapons here. Oh, please say you dropped his trident. I don't think he did. Oh well. Oh well. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if the box is silly enough though. No, like let's forget the box for now. Probably the cowboy hat's a better idea anyway. I'm not getting much like treasure or anything like other than the basic sort of fishing rewards, which I think is the fishing loot table that's in there that's causing the issue, which isn't great. Because obviously I've got aquaculture here, so I should be collecting like way more like interesting stuff. But we'll figure it out. Maybe it's just a case where I'm not hitting the right loot tables or something like that. More drowns coming along. Well, we've got these like mental fish. Like clearly just like to feast upon drowns, which is good because just randomly I'll be like swimming around or like sailing around and I'll find some rotten flesh floating about. And it's like, oh, that's good. Because if you think about it, like I'm thinking of rotten flesh as if it's like, oh, that's a tenth of a dirt block. this. Right, and we need some more wood, don't we? So that's what we want to do just now. We'll take the big boat so you guys get to see it. There we go. It's not terribly fast, but it's not terribly slow either, which is pretty good. I think it's just cool. I think that's like the main factor. I think it also might have like the ability to carry more than one entity, like more than one entity along with yourself. But I haven't tested that yet, so I might be wrong about that. Right, okay. We'll need to try that again with an axe. Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea, because right now that's not working. Although we've got enough to do the sieve, so we'll just make the sieve right now. Because obviously once we start sieving dirt, it opens up a lot of things for us, but primarily the things that I'm really excited about are the fact that it's going to open up seeds, like actual normal wheat seeds, and it means we can start getting into like mystical agriculture, which that is obviously really cool, and I'm really excited for that. On top of that, it's going to open up one second, let me try and remember this crafting recipe. There we go. Right, so we've got the sieve, and then we need to do the sieve mesh. Now, obviously we're wanting to sieve as much dirt as possible. But then again, it's almost like a catch-22, because like, do we use the dirt now, or do we grow some food on it, and then use that to make more dirt? For me, I think the obvious answer for me would be, well, we use it to make more dirt, because we want something more renewable, etc. So we'll go and make some more dirt. But for now, let's just get some more potatoes planted. And ran out of potatoes. I guess we have. That's it. I'm not trying to plant anything other than potatoes at the moment, because let's see, we have anything that's worth 50. I believe wheat is, and I believe we have some wheat. Yes, we do. Yeah, I realize I've got some like really cool gear here, but it's just a case of I really need a pee. I'm sorry. That's me back. Oh. I was tempted to take my phone with me and kind of go, oh, look, here's me peeing, but I decided against that. Alright, so. Is S I Yeah, SI. SIE. Mesh. I think it might be called mesh. Yeah, there we go. We need 9 string. Let's see how much string we have. Don't think it's 9, I'll be honest with you. 6 string. That's fine. That's fine. Obviously, we can just make more. Let me just grow some potatoes. Oh, brilliant. 6 potatoes here. Chuck these in here. Are we gonna roll potato yet? No, I have not. I probably shouldn't have rolled it out actually. Right, okay, ink sacks don't work. That's fine, I didn't expect them to, but I thought I'd give it a go. And now it's the case where we just go back to fish. You know what? Yeah, no, fuck fishing for now. Right, let's go out and explore. We've got 3 fishing rods. We've got one with lure 1. We've got mending on 2 other ones. And that's all just by we've also got 17 gold, a diamond, a bunch of gold nuggets, a golden apple, 17 wheat. Actually, I don't think I've had bread yet either. We've got Spice of Life Carrot Edition. So what that does is that means when you eat a food, and it's a new food that you haven't had yet, you get a chance of like increasing your maximum hearts, which is obviously a really cool thing, and it's a really good thing to have. I think I've eaten all my golden carrots. Some onions, and I can just eat raw. Which isn't the best. By the way, guys, just a heads up, we're also live on YouTube, so it's the Pat 000 on YouTube. Yeah. Trying to think something a little bit better. Because all the food I've got right now is really crappy. And obviously if I'm going on like a little bit of an adventure, I think I want to bring some good food. Because like I've just eaten and my hunger's dropped already. I've got 6 potatoes. No, let's do some fishing, but let's do some fishing for food. Let's like get like maybe 10 cooked fish. I know it's a lot, but there is also a chance that we'll fish up some string, which is always good. So we'll fish until the next daylight cycle. So yeah, we'll do that. Is that just now? I'm just gonna fix this shit. Maybe that's about as good as it's gonna get. So we've got 1 fish now. Obviously a lot more to go, but you know. Oh, we also got some string though.